Hi everyone. I'm Kirsty Rawlings from The Plugin. We're a new social enterprise that's been developed by COTA SA. And we just appreciate the opportunity to have a chat with you today about The Plugin. So before I commence, I'd just like to acknowledge that the land that we are meeting on today is the traditional lands of the Kaurna people and pay our respects to their elders past and present. So the Premier recently, do I just flick like this to go? Sorry. Is it just? Oh, that one. Okay, thank you. You can tell it's Sunday and I'm struggling a little bit. The Premier recently launched South Australia's next great economic ambition, Ageing Well, focused on world-class innovation and technologies designed for older people. The Ageing Well industry will include an international conference to be held later this month in Adelaide and a world-class living laboratory network. The Premier also announced that COTA SA will partner with the state government to establish The Plugin, a community of older people trained in research processes to provide feedback and help with the design of new technology, services, policy, products, programs that support living and ageing well. So why? What is this all about? Well, I'll just show you a quick video which will give you some detail, and then I'll go into a little bit more detail. And I'll just get Suman to help me here because I am technology challenged.
Modern, older lives are very different from the generations before us. We're rewriting the rulebook when it comes to the possibilities and opportunities of our ageing. We're as diverse as can be, where we live, who we love and how we live, along with our ambitions, interests, health and wealth. There's also many more of us. In fact, by 2031, it's estimated 1 in 4 South Australians will be aged 65 and over. Australia-wide, more than 5.5 million baby boomers are entering retirement. So how do we make sure that the products, services and technology of today and tomorrow suit the growing market's needs and expectations? Enter The Plugin. The Plugin is a people-powered movement by COTA SA that realises the opportunities and possibilities of modern ageing. The Plugin will match older people with industry, innovators and researchers as they design and develop products, services and technology that better suit our lives. For older South Australians, it's a chance to influence, to shape future design and to define the challenges and possibilities of the future. Just imagine a shoe that doesn't sacrifice style for comfort, access to health services tailored especially for you, when and where you need it, or houses designed to suit every stage of life. And SA researchers and businesses also have something to smile about. The deeper insights, ongoing relationships and exposure to ambassadors offered through the Plugin will mean technology, products and services that hit the mark and the market quicker. So, do you want the power to influence modern ageing? Connect with us to find out how.
Thanks, Suman. Excellent, thank you. That was smooth as. So why The Plugin? Well, the most obvious reason from an industry perspective is that we are in the middle of a radical change in our demographic makeup. Globally, the percentage of people aged 65 and over is expected to double by 2050 to represent nearly 17% of the world's population. In in Australia, this percentage will grow from around 14% to 25%, so 1 in 4 will be aged 65 and over. In South Australia, the community of over 50s is already 630,000 people strong. The second why is that ageing is changing. We will not age in the same way in the future that our parents and grandparents did. There is pressure already to reinvent ageing, to create new opportunities, to seek new experiences, to meet new challenges and to rewrite the rule book. One part of South Australia's uniqueness is in this focus on ageing well is the development of the plug-in. This is an opportunity for older people to be part of the innovation that South Australia will foster. The state budget has just provided $11.4 million over 4 years for the development of a living laboratory network, the establishment of an entity and the COTA plug-in. And you might be interested that there's actually a living laboratory being built here on site at Tonsley, which is next to Sage Automation. So that hopefully will be ready by the end of the year. For industry and innovators, the plug-in is an efficient way to access well-matched end users at scale. So that's the why, the big opportunity for industry. But there's an even bigger and more compelling why for older people. Older people tell us that their old-fashioned advocacy, where a body like COTA SA speaks on their behalf as if everyone was the same, is no longer adequate. A big headline of modern ageing, beyond the numbers, is the diversity of older people across income, health, culture, sexuality, just to name a few. And also diversity in priorities, preferences and ambitions. So the cookie-cutter approach to modern ageing just doesn't cut it with modern older lives. So here is an opportunity for us to transform the way we age, what a life looks like, what we do, what we eat, where we go, and what matters. The feedback we are getting is that people want a chance to use their own voice to shape the future. They don't want voices on their behalf. They want platforms and places and opportunities to exert their own direct influence, and the plug-in is all about offering that. So why for South Australia? It's similarly powerful. After Tasmania, we are the oldest state in Australia. Far from being a burden, that actually provides us an opportunity. Our Premier has articulated this switch from ageing as a cost centre to a benefit to be realised in his support of the Ageing Well initiative. And that's something we're working really hard at COTA SA around, is to stop the thinking that ageing is a burden and actually realise the possibilities and opportunities that ageing brings. We have a large cohort of older people in South Australia who are desperately keen to be part of the new economy of South Australia. We have a growing number of businesses who see this opportunity and want to serve it. So the whys are strong for industry, for innovation, and for older people. But what exactly is the plug-in, and how can you get involved? So the video gave you a few details about that, but to help people feed into Living Labs and other design and innovation processes, the plug-in will offer that opportunity. The plug-in community will reflect the diversity of modern ageing across income, across health, across age, across location, interests, culture. It will enable end user input throughout the whole innovation cycle, with opportunities to actually engage with imagining what types of products, programs, services and technology might assist people to live and age well, rather than that being defined by clinicians or industry or researchers. Developing those products, services, programs and technology in conjunction with industry and researchers, trialling those, taking them to market, and even helping others with learning how to use those. For older people, it's an opportunity to be matched with Living Labs projects that reflect their circumstances, their profiles and their interests. It's an opportunity to learn how to be influential and constructive contributors to innovation. So the plug-in will provide that opportunity to connect with the end user community. It will humanise and connect the Living Lab with people who can become influencers of design and development, but also champions of new products and services. So when you join the plug-in, you'll have access to information about design and innovation, information about what's happening in the Ageing Well and Living Labs space, and information about the latest products, technology and services that will help you live and age well. You'll also be notified about access to participating in those design and innovation processes. The opportunities might vary from aged care through to technology, aged care policy, through to finance, health and legal, just to name a few. You can indicate what types of projects you might like to be involved in when you register, and then we will notify you when a project that comes up that fits your preferences is available. Participation is completely voluntary, so you can choose to participate in as many different projects as you like, or you can just join the community if you'd just like to keep up to date with what's happening in that space. The processes that people will be involved in might vary depending on the outcome that's required of those processes. So you might be involved in identifying issues, imagining new solutions or ideas, providing feedback about an initial idea or product, through to co-designing and developing new products and technology. You might be asked to test a product, a service or technology and provide meaningful feedback to the designer, innovator or researcher. Or you might be asked to even assist in identifying channels to help take a product to market, or even assist in doing so. You might be involved in a number of those processes depending on the project. And there might be benefits from being involved in the projects as well. So just recently we've worked with a legal firm around trialling an online tool for advanced care directives. And as a result of participating in that process, the participants actually had the opportunity to develop their own advanced care directives at no cost to them. So if you're interested in staying informed or to join the plugin, we'd love to hear from you. You can head over to our website, theplugin.com.au. We're also on Facebook. So you can follow us there. We're here on site today at Tonsley over at the TAFE building. So you might find us there if you'd like to find out some more information. It's easiest for us to keep in touch with you by email, but if you don't, happy to grab postal address or telephone number. And we'd love to know. If you're interested in joining, we'd love to hear from you so that we can hook you in and connect you with these design and innovation processes. Thank you.